You are listening to YNOT on NTS.
Saudade. Saudade, menina, menina, saudade que morre, não morre, se esconde nos olhos e nos corações de quem sente. Saudade dos tempos de criança. E ser criança não é fácil, fácil. Saudade é aquela que bate em minha porta, rainha de todos e deixo entrar. É ela quem toca a fundo e invade meu mundo, sem rastros deixar. Aquela antiga que não sai de nossas vidas. Menina, saudade que morre, não morre, se esconde nos olhos, nos corações de quem sente e faz-me matar. Mas é bom ter você. Bom, muito bom. Andar e andar, distante chegada. Cruzar mares e estrelas pela madrugada. Sonhar é bom, espanta o presente. Futuro à frente, surge de repente. É esta terrível saudade, sem ter novidades, me obriga a cantar nas horas da verdade. Saudade que morre, não morre, se esconde nos olhos. Num instante estás tão próximo e no outro já se foi. Persiste, sei que não vai acabar e ainda vai me matar. E ainda vai me matar. Tudo acaba sem sabermos o porquê. Chega ao fim e você dentro de mim, deixando tristeza, alegria, euforia, lamentos e prantos na mente da gente. Senhora, que me ensinastes o segredo de pensar, a doce magia de se relembrar. Só não se preocupou em me ensinar a te esquecer e pensar que tanto lhe queria ter. Depois de muito, muito, muito te abraçar, esquecer-te e te perder. Saudade, saudade.
Não te esquecer, jamais estou aqui pra me sentir mais como saudade, estou aqui para sofrer assim.
Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT, and we're about to talk all things cryptocurrency, investment, finance, blockchain technology. Cryptocurrency, investment, blockchain technology, decentralized finance. We're talking Bitcoin, we're talking Ethereum, we're talking XRP, BNB, Solana, and everything in between. You already know what the fuck going on. Everybody, is good to see y'all. Another day, another dollar in the marathon, not a race. And we're here, we're out here. Welcome, please. Tap that screen, type in the chat where we're at. Let's get this up here. Come on, y'all. It's a pleasure to see y'all. Wake up. Wake up. I know you guys crawled out of bed. I know you got your day job, your 9 to 5. But you gotta lock the fuck in, little bros. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? We're rocking and rolling. Another day, another dollar. Here's the Axiom trading terminal. We're talking about meme coins, decentralized finance, blockchain technology. Gavin says, after I got the Alpha Pass, I watched that entire class at 5 in the morning. How did it go, bro? Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was worthwhile? I'm genuinely curious. Free Riri, respect. Shout out to Riri. I still can't believe that Phoenix won a giveaway and then he said, no, I don't need the prize. Give it to Riri. Like, Riri is a 37-year-old Indonesian man pretending to be a teenage girl. Hey, good to see you, Gavin. It's a pleasure to see you. Riri, do you love me? Are you writing? Okay, let's keep looking. Let me refresh this. Said you never ever leave from beside me. Oh, yeah. Okay, so total crypto market cap at 3.2 trillion, 126 billion in 24-hour trading volume. This guy said, have you seen Zcash, bro? I literally made a video about Zcash. It's my most recent TikTok that I posted. It's about Zcash and how they rug pulled. Zcash rug pulled. And a lot of people are going to be mad at me for saying that. That's going to ruffle a lot of feathers. But the truth is, I've kept my eyes on this project since early August when it first got its first run up. But Zcash, one of the most prominent altcoins of the cycle, has now effectively rug pulled. What do we mean by this? The core dev team, the entire core dev team of Zcash, stepped down today. The entire team just left the project. Now, they say the reason why they left was because of internal conflict related to governance issues. I think it's really convenient timing. I think it's really convenient timing that at the peak froth of the chart, everybody would suddenly abandon ship. I think it's pretty convenient timing that after developing the project for over 8 years, they would all suddenly leave when the price is at the highest. Isn't that a coincidence? 8 years of no governance issues, and now they make a bunch of money, and suddenly there's governance issues, and they gotta leave the project. I think it's a really big coincidence, and I don't believe in coincidences. The truth is, my personal opinion, and this is all speculation, not necessarily true, do your own research. In the early summer and late spring of 2025, a bunch of people got together in a room. And in that room, they looked across the landscape of altcoins in the market, and they decided that they needed to pick a coin that they were going to artificially inflate. They were going to push a bunch of money into it. They were going to run up the chart. They were going to tell a bunch of influencers, content creators to promote the coin. VCs, angel investors, everyone was getting together in a room to pump a token. They looked across the landscape of altcoins and they arbitrarily decided Zcash. Why? I don't know. Maybe it had to do with the distribution or the fact that the price was so low, that the chart was dormant. But for whatever reason, these people got together and they said, hey, we're going to pump Zcash and we're all going to make a bunch of money. They set a target of $300 per coin. Keep in mind, at the time, Zcash was around $30 per coin. They set that target for $300 per coin. They got together in the room. Everyone bought large bags. They all were next to each other. They all put a bunch of money in. And then everyone went and told everyone. If you look at the timeline, it's coincidental. Again, I don't believe in coincidences. But in early August, everybody started talking about Zcash. And it went from $30 all the way up to $700, becoming the safe haven play of the market where everybody was putting their money into Zcash. Keep in mind, this is an 8-year-old obsolete privacy coin. And there's many coins like it in the market, and for some reason, arbitrarily, they chose this one. It's because it was the one that they could make the most money on. So they mooned the chart. They passed their price target of $300. You can see a little bit of resistance actually at the $300 range when they were like, okay, we hit our target, time to sell. Then it went up to $700. It got a little bit outside of their hands, right? They did such a good job of promoting it and watching the chart that it doubled past their expectations. Now it's come down a little bit, obviously, and recently went up to 550 in the recent bull run. That's when the core team decided to take the money and run. There's zero reason why an entire core development team of an 8-year-old project would abandon ship suddenly after working on it through down price action literally for the past 6 years. All of a sudden, all at once, everyone leaves and the price tanks. They took the money and ran. They rug pulled. It's that simple. They got together in a room with a bunch of VCs and major players. Then they mooned the coin, classic pump, and then they rugged, classic dump. They literally pump and dumped the biggest altcoin of the cycle. That's the part, the quiet part, that nobody's really willing to say out loud. And I know I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for saying this. I know people are going to be really mad at me for saying this, for bringing this to light. Do I know Mert? Yes. Mert was in on it. Mert is one of the biggest names in Solana. He hasn't said a damn word about Solana for the past 7 months. He's only been posting about Zcash. Why? There's only one reason why. He's making a fuck ton of money on it. He was one of those angel investors. He was one of those VCs that was in the room when he decided to pump Zcash. He put a big bag in and he made millions. Now the coin is collapsed. Now the devs have all bailed. Now it's effectively a rug pull. And he's on the timeline trying to defend his reputation. Bro, you sold out the chain that made you. And you endorsed an artificially pumped BC rug. Now the dev has took the money and ran, and you are stuck holding the bag. I mean, he made millions. Don't get me wrong. He's not holding much of a bag. But it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me that it's happened at this scale, honestly. Mert was in on it. Gainsey was a big endorser of Zcash. That wasn't because he was part of the VC angel investment round. I really think they just cut him a check and told him to promote the project. There's a lot of people in the space that were very bullish on Zcash for the first time in 2025. This is an 8-year-old coin. Suddenly everyone's bullish on Zcash in 2025. 9 years after the damn coin came out. Coincidence? I don't believe in coincidence. This shit was an orchestrated pump and dump by some of the biggest actors in the space. I'm talking magnitude of billions of dollars. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alex says, yo, bro, sorry to interrupt you, but do you remember testicle? Are you serious, bro? You're gonna interrupt me to ask if I remember testicle? What the fuck are you saying in my chat right now, bro? I swear to God almighty. Yo, but anyways, that's what's going on with Zcash. And again, everything I just said is speculation, okay? I don't have any raw proof of this. I can't, show you on-chain receipts or anything like that. But doesn't the story that I just told make a little bit of sense? I could be totally wrong. I could have made the whole thing up. Just want to go on the record and say that. But doesn't it make a lot of sense? The sudden increase in price action, the sudden increase in prominence, everybody talking about this coin suddenly in its 9th year, despite the fact that it had no major technological updates, it had no major use case, it was just one of many privacy coins that they arbitrarily chose to pump. Then they sold. From $480 all the way down to $380, they shaved 20% off the chart in 3 hours. 20% off a multi-billion-dollar coin in 3 hours while the whole rest of the market is pumping. Every single altcoin is mooning right now. Zcash is down 20% in 3 hours. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. They're savage. You shorted Zcash? Nice. Well done. Shorting Zcash was so smart, especially above $600. Yeah, Zcash was a piece of shit, honestly, and everybody that shilled that fucking vaporware can go fuck themselves, bro. I'm dead ass. I like privacy coins as much as the next guy. Why are we picking a random 9-year-old coin to moon? Monero exists. It's a pretty good coin. There's a lot of good privacy coins out there. There's a lot of new privacy coins out there. ZK Sync, ZK Snark, the protocol that they're using to do privacy coins, people are innovating with it. They're doing a lot of good stuff with it. Zcash is not that. It's the whole fucking dev team just left. There is no future for the project now. It's only a matter of time until it goes back to zero. And it's really a shame. It's really a shame that they would do that at such a scale, honestly. They didn't even wait a year. They did like in 8 months. They wrote it up and then they shoved it down. Whole dev team walked away. It's ridiculous. Why did they leave? They claim it's because of internal governance issues. The project existed for 8 years. Suddenly you have internal governance issues when your chart's at the highest? Yeah, money's the root of all evil. Money is where the disagreement was. And money is precisely what they took when they left the project. It's that simple. Again, all speculation. I'm just saying things. Isn't confirmed. But yeah. I'm talking about Zcash. Zcash, the most prominent altcoin of the cycle, effectively rug pulled today. The entire dev team walked away. Now the price is still on life support. It got a little bit of a bump right here. But the truth is, I think this is going to trend to zero. There is now no longer a team. There's no longer a team on the token. It's like if everyone that created Solana just walked away today. Would Solana still be bullish? Hell no. The fuck? There's nobody building it anymore. They closed the shop. So yeah, it's ridiculous. Honestly, it's ridiculous. How do they get away with this? It's literally in front of our faces. Well, you as a discerning investor should look around the market and look at everybody that shilled you Zcash at the top, and you should be very skeptical about their future opinions. This goes back to what I tell you guys often on this stream. Never listen to somebody else's advice on what to buy. Even Mert, the king of Solana, was so enthusiastic about Zcash. You could have listened to his advice on what to buy. It went up, don't get me wrong, it went up. But it wasn't built to last. They were promoting a shoddy, washed up altcoin that they mooned with VC funding, and now it's collapsed. Now it all comes crashing down. Zcash, cooked. Never take someone's advice on what to buy because they're always just going to shill you their bags. And again, what I just said is going to ruffle a lot of feathers. Like what I just said is something that people would not tell you. Nobody else would say this. But me personally, I value honesty. I value a real look at the market. And most importantly, I value that you guys are skeptical. I want you guys to be skeptical. I want you guys to be discerning. Because if you're not, you're just going to get rinsed. Rainbow fish. They use their fans as exit liquidity. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a shame, honestly. Like, I wanted to like Zcash. You know, I even pulled up Zcash on this stream at $30. $30. We had Zcash on the stream. It went to $700. You guys could have made a ton of money. But it was not built to last. Privacy in 2026 is not possible. But the government literally has a bunch of psychics sitting in a room in Area 51 with giant crystal pyramids, all sitting down meditating, and they can view any place on the planet at any given time. You're not, there's no privacy. Like, you are astrally watched. There is a behavioral science guy that said, be very aware of anything that everyone is hyping. That's real. That's real. As soon as you see everyone supporting something, that's when you turn your skepticism on. That's when you think, okay, who is running the show and what do they have to gain from this? What's the best place to do your own research on this stuff? Probably X, honestly. Although X was a bit of an echo chamber supporting Zcash. Who's that guy's name? What guy? You mean like the remote viewing guy? Ingo Swan, isn't it? His name is Ingo Swan. I talk about a lot of stuff on this stream that would get me straight up disappeared. Everything I'm saying is a joke, by the way, guys. Everything I'm saying is just speculation. And I actually really enjoy life. Life is beautiful, and every single day I wake up excited to keep going. You look crazy different without the Vipers, if that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. I believe you. What market cap do I realistically think that Fish would go to? It's currently at 9.6 mil. Topped out at 13 mil. It's facing a little bit of resistance right now. The macro is looking a little bit bad. We're under 3.2 trillion, which means we've shaved off 100 billion in total crypto market cap. Hey, thanks for the Pit Vipers. We've shaved off about 100 billion in total crypto market cap. 24-hour trading volumes trending downwards. We're going into the weekend, and the weekend historically is low volume hours. But this cycle in particular, the weekend has been the time when they deploy their manipulation plays. We've seen a lot of big manipulation plays on the weekends. So take it with a grain of salt. We could see a sudden random pump or a sudden random dump on Friday night, because that's when the big actors do it, because nobody can respond. The work week is over, the stock market's closed, the big institutions aren't showing up to the market on Saturday and Sunday, so they make big market moves on Friday night just to pretty much, yeah, I don't know, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Like, why do you have so many accounts? I don't. I only have one. But a lot of people try to impersonate me because I'm handsome, I'm charismatic, and I'm intelligent. It's kind of like Eminem. Have you ever heard of the real Slim Shady? I'm the only real Slim Shady. All of those other accounts are just imitating. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, Why Not? And we're locked in the trenches right now. Do I think Snowball is done? Yes. Snowball has been done for like 3 weeks. You're talking about a narrative that has been dead for like a month. I understand that you're bag holding, bro, but sometimes you just need to learn to let go. You're literally talking to me about testicle. And I'm not gonna lie, the chart looks really good. Like, it's actually mooning. It's doing great. Hey, Game Changer. Did you actually make $10,000 last night? Because you came in and you said you were up 6 grand, and then there was a God candle that tripled the chart. You must have made a fuck ton of money last night, huh? That was a pretty good play, bro. Well done. I think you left the stream because you went to go kiss your wife or whatever and tell her you made it. How's Trollcoin looking? It's looking fine. Let's go pull it up. You cashed out 5,400. Wow. Chat, let's get a W in the chat. Bro, you made 5 grand. That's nothing to cry about. W in the chat for Game Changer, who made $5,400 from watching my stream last night. In one play. In less than 30 minutes. He made $5,400 from watching my stream. That is a big, fat W right there. I'm a lifesaver. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. That's what it's all about. I love to see you guys win. That's why I show up every day. This stream is not about my money. This stream is about your money. So when I hear you guys making thousands of dollars in a single play, that warms my heart. You said you never made that much that quick? It's because you hold XRP, you stupid son of a bitch. That's what a real cryptocurrency feels like. But yeah, you're right. Never made that much that quick, bro. 5,000 in one candle in less than 30 minutes is brilliant, bro. Congratulations, honestly. Hey, good to see y'all. Welcome to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. This motherfucker just made... That's so funny. Hey, at least you guys aren't the Zcash community, right? At least the XRP devs team is still around, right? Like, so welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and we're locked in. Another day, another dollar, and we're hitting the trenches. Let's keep looking around. I'm proud of you, bro. You really ran that shit. The 89 coin been going good. Let's pull it up. 89. Is that? No. 1.6 mil. Ranging upwards. Am I wrong? We had this on the stream yesterday. What the fuck? We had this on the stream yesterday at like 100K. We had this at like 100K. This thing's at 1.5 million. In less than a day. We talked about 89. We talked about it. It's the reverse of 6-7. That is crazy. Wow. Not bad. Clean little 10x from the stream yesterday. We actually hit 5. Actually, now we hit 7 10x's. We hit 7 10x's just yesterday. In fact, we even hit a 70x. A 75 times multiplier yesterday on the stream. The whole thing happened on stream. We saw it at the low and then we saw it at the high. That's crazy. That's why you guys show up. That's why you watch the stream. Hey, can you guys do me a big favor? Can you send me a Heart Me gift? You know the Heart Me gift? I need 10 more Heart Me's in order to move up into the next Creator League, which gives me an increased presence in the algorithm. So if you guys can pretty please send me a Heart Me gift. It costs like 1 penny. 1 penny for the Heart Me gift. This one right here that you see on my head. I need 10 more of those in order to move up to the next league. It really goes a long way if you send that gift. So if you guys are watching the stream, if you like my program, if you made a little bit of money, send me one of those Heart Me's. It costs like 1 penny. These Heart Me's right here, they really go a long way. And I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for sending me. Cheers. Look how my viewership just increased by 10 from you guys sending those. Like, it's a huge deal. Hey, thanks again. Yo, it goes a long way. Like, if you're thinking, oh, what's the best way I can support this program? I love this guy. He made me so much money, blah, blah, blah. 1 penny. 1 penny is all it takes. Look at this. 86,000 in climbing. This is called Travel Trader. You know what's cool about crypto? Crypto is literally a global industry that you can access from anywhere in the world. I know so many people in this industry that don't have a house. Not because they're homeless, but because they live in a new country every single month. They'll spend a little bit of time in Indonesia, spend a little bit of time in Colombia, then they're in New York, then they're in Dubai, then they're in Paris. There's so many people in crypto that unlock the planet by being in this industry. I've unlocked the planet by being in this industry. I was just in Abu Dhabi for like 3 weeks last month. That's the way it should be. And crypto enables that. It's the best digital nomads industry. Father says, I know someone in the, I don't know if they have that in that country, bro. What about Slop Coin? Let's go take a look. Shout out to Slop Coin. Slop Coin. Oh, actually, let me add some text to the screen. MW says, let's go XRP. Look, at least XRP still has their dev team, alright? Nobody's as bad as Zcash right now. Here's Slopcoin, 200K in climbing. Wait, let me add this really quick to the stream. Boom. Boom. Alright. Put that here. We're doing a live trading demo tonight. Tonight's class is a live trading demo. For those of you guys who watch my stream, you know that I never trade on stream. It's not the point. I don't want you guys to copy my homework. But I've had a lot of requests. A lot of requests to watch me trade in an effort to learn. So, with respect to you guys and with respect to your requests, tonight we're doing a live trading demo as our class. It's going to be at 7 p.m. PST, which is in approximately 10 hours or so. I guess it's in like 10 hours. Maybe 9 hours now. Yeah. So if you guys want to join the live trading demo, it'll be in the group tonight. You got to be a member of the Class Pass or the Alpha Pass in order to attend. Alex says, damn, I'm EU, I'll be sleeping. Well, the good news is for you, Alex, that we're actually doing another live trading demo tomorrow morning, Friday the 9th at 8 a.m. PST. So it'll be your time tomorrow, 8 a.m. PST tomorrow morning. Should be like the evening on Friday for you guys. So we've got two back to back. We've got the one tonight and then we got the other tomorrow morning. That's exactly because of what you guys are saying. I want to honor you guys. I want to make sure that everybody from different parts of the world, because our community is super international, there's people all over the place. I try to do both sides of the pendulum. I try to double teach every class, because I can double teach every class at different time zones and then everyone can attend, right? And if you guys are in the alpha chat, we always do polls. We do polls of when you guys are available, and then I use those polls to determine when the classes are going to be. It's totally based on your guys' feedback and your guys' demand. What will be the time in Nigeria? Let's see, 8 a.m. PST to Nigeria time. 8 a.m. PST is 5 p.m. 5 p.m. in Lagos. Lagos. Is it Lagos or Lagos? I'm used to Lagos because I'm from the southwest. I'm locking in this year. No more BS. Need to have financial freedom. No more 9 to 5. That's real. This is your year. This is your year. In Philippines time, let's do it. Philippines time. Whoops. 8 a.m. PST to Philippines time. It will be around 11 p.m. Sorry, it'll be around midnight. Midnight in Manila. Midnight in Manila. User says, it pisses me off how old heads think that the crypto space is a hoax. Yeah, the good news is they're all going to be dead within the next 30 years, and everybody that's younger than them has respect for crypto. Everybody that's in the new generation is all pro crypto. Everyone that's in the new generation grew up with crypto being a mainstream, institutionally adopted mechanic, a real financial sector, and more importantly, everyone that's new, all of the Zoomers that are young, they're growing up in a world where they're watching people making a ton of money. They're watching people making a ton of money in crypto. So yeah, the older generation might not be behind us, but the older generation always is a little bit slow to adopt things, right? The good news is their days are numbered. Honestly, I don't want them in the market. They got like, dialysis to worry about and shit. I feel like you have a typo on your live, man. Where is it? Where's the typo? You're 50? 50's young, bro. 50's young. The advancements in medical technology brought by AI, people are going to be living to like 150, bro. You haven't even lived a third of your life yet. You're good, bro. Don't even trip. Alright. This motherfucker's spamming in my chat and he doesn't even follow me. That's the fastest way to get banned. Shut your bitch ass up and go fuck yourself, little bro. David says, Jack Duvall is vamping Slopcoin on Bonk. I'm not surprised. Oh, now he follows me. Yeah, go fuck yourself, bro. I'm banning your dumb ass. Hey, thanks for the heart me. I appreciate that. So which one is the vamp? This is Slopcoin, 140k. You can see that it's rugging. That's the vamp right there. He's slurping the blood out the chart. Where's the other one? This one right here? Yep, there it is. But why do you say that Jack Duvall is vamping this? I don't even see a transaction. Oh, fuck. He bought all the way down at 4k. Yeah, he's definitely vamping this shit. Motware says, how you trading with Zero Soul? I'm not trading, bro. I'm streaming. It's two different things. I'm here to answer your questions, give you honest assessments on the coins that we see in the market. I'm not here to let you guys copy my homework. Holy Grail says, you heard about the new Kalshi coin coming out in 1 hour? Sounds like a scam, honestly. Yo, what's up? What about Black Whale? Let's go pull it up. Black Whale. Market's been insane, so much money to be made. Absolutely. I mean, people in my chat made thousands of dollars yesterday. People made hundreds of dollars yesterday. Is the market active? Yes, it's super active, bro. It's more active than the streets of Chicago, bro. This is the fucking O block of the trenches right now. What do I think about sniping? It's just silly, bro. There's no reason to do that in the current market. unless you're Cupsy, Jack Duval, Scented. Like if you're launching your own tokens and running them up, bundling them, and rug pulling them, that's when you would snipe. But if you're a regular person who's just trying to trade, it's no purpose to snipe. This meme coin cycle, though. What do you mean this meme coin cycle? What about it? We're in a bit of an alt season right now. A lot of meme coins are trending upwards pretty convincingly. Look at this. Black Whale has gone from 800k to 4.6 million. We looked at this last night at 800k. Like, we looked at this at the bottom. Do I think it's going to be lit? Yes, it already is lit. We're already seeing a bunch of opportunity. I mean, look at this shit right here. The Black Whale. It's literally just a derivative beta play of the White Whale, and this shit literally quadrupled in market cap in less than 4 hours. You guys are asking me if the market's hot? Can't you guys see? It's right in front of you. There's charts that are literally flying for no reason other than they happen to be related to a big coin. White Whale, by the way, over $100 million market cap. First $100 million runner that we've had in months. If you're not counting Jelly Jelly, last regular $100 million runner we had was like Troll Coin. Shit happened like 8 months ago. This is the first $100 million runner that we've had in a long time. Pretty good. I was asleep last night. Looked like I missed a lot. Yes, you missed a lot. Last night was actually one of the best streams I had in a long time. Chat made a ton of money. Chat made a ton of money last night. Still holding my bag. We're up 20,000! 20,000! I need a W in the chat right now. I need you guys to put a W in the chat right now. He made $20,000. 20 fucking thousand. How long does it take you guys to make $20,000 at your day job? Be real. How long does it take you to make $20,000 at your day job? This guy did it in less than a month. In less than a month from holding a meme coin. Ray says it takes him 6 years. Imagine 6 years of your life versus 1 month of holding a meme coin. 6 years of painstaking, grueling work, showing up for hours a day, making somebody else rich, stressing yourself, stressing your body, the wear that you have after 6 years of hard labor. This guy made it in 1 month of holding a meme coin. Do you guys see the disconnect? That should shock you. That should wake you up fast out of the matrix. You guys should not be wasting your fucking time at your 9 to 5. This guy made 6 years of wage in 1 month of holding a fucking meme coin. What would you guys rather do? Go to work for 6 years or hold a meme coin? Be real. Would you rather go to work for 6 years or hold a meme coin for 1 month? Like, be so fucking for real right now. You see the disconnect? People say work smarter, not harder. You guys are working harder. It's time for you to get smarter, okay? It's time for you guys to get smarter. It's crazy. I need advice. When the meme coin I bought drops in price, I just panic sell. Well, don't do that shit, bro. You're supposed to buy low and sell high. You're doing the opposite right now. Let me tell you this, man. Can you read the future? Are you a psychic? Can you predict the future? No, you can't. And because you're not a psychic, because you can't predict the future, you will never be able to predict the perfect time to enter a coin, and you will never be able to predict the perfect time to sell a coin. So why do you trade like that? Why do you buy all at once, and why do you sell all at once? You know that when you buy a coin, 99% of the time after you buy it, it's gonna go down. Why? Not because the coin's a rug, not because it's a bad coin, although that might be, but literally because you can't predict the future, and you're not gonna find the perfect entry. You're not some kind of super genius quant trading wizard. How the fuck are you gonna think that every time you buy a coin, it's just supposed to go up? It doesn't even make any sense based on human psychology. So you need to rein that in. You need to stop being emotional. Emotional traders rinse themselves. You need to pay attention. Careful attention. When you buy a coin, it's gonna go down. It's part of the natural life cycle of a coin. You will never make money until you learn to hold. Nobody ever made money in crypto from selling. Everybody that ever made money in crypto made it from holding. Dead ass. Dead ass. let's see, Axiom. This is Axiom. AXIOM.trade. That's the name of the tool. It's a website. AXIOM.trade. Bane says, I need a community. I got you, Bane. You're in the right place. The best community in crypto. It's totally free. Always will be free. They have 9,000 times calls on the leaderboard. It's right down there in the chat. There's over 10,000 people in there working 24/7, 365, helping each other learn, improve, and navigate this market. They're calling the best coins in the space at the earliest frequency. It is the single greatest community in crypto, and it's totally free. It's right down there in the chat. You just copy that link, put it in your browser. I'm excited to see you in there. Thoughts on Mia? Let's go pull it up. You know, Mia is cool because we saw Mia at $30,000 market cap on my stream. Then it hit 3.3 million. Do you know what that means? It was 100x. From my stream, when we saw this at 30,000 market cap all the way down here, it did a 100x to the top in less than 5 days. It's pretty good, right? You put $1 in, you make $100. You put $10 in, you make 1,000. It's pretty good, right? We've been following this for quite some time. But yeah, I think it looks great. The chart's ranging up. You guys know my thesis. I'm always very bullish on anime girl coins. If there is an anime girl in the market, I'm bidding that shit. No questions asked. Now, I wouldn't buy at these levels per se. Like you're asking me to ape the dip. It is possible that this keeps going up, but honestly at 2 million, it's a little bit up there. Market's trending downwards. I think we're in for a pretty bearish weekend. And if that's true, a lot of these coins are going to suffer. Now we are in an alt season, and in alt season, people are willing to hold longer, and they're willing to have high conviction in certain meme coins. And this has clearly followed that chart pattern. But again, we're going into this bearish market this weekend, and I think a lot of coins are going to suffer. I could see this going lower. How long do I trade for off stream? Couple hours, probably. I always have my I always have my eyes on the market. Believe it or not, I do often trade on stream. A lot of the times when I show you guys something, I'm still trading on the stream. I just never show you guys it. You guys don't see it. It's not the point of the stream. You best believe if I'm pulling up 100x on the stream, I'm cooking a little something, you feel me? But yeah, I'm not here to let you guys copy my homework. But tonight we're doing the live trading demo, so you guys can go and check that out if you're a member of the Class Pass or the Alpha Pass. How is it bearish this weekend? Well, take a look at the macro, bro. Volume is dropping, market cap is dropping, and it's about to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the historically low times in the market where volume stalls and price stagnates. If we're already stagnating and volume's already stalling on Thursday, then going into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be kind of a rough time in the market. You can see the downward trend here on the right. Every single major coin is down. Let me show you guys something. If I pull this up, there's a command in the Discord you can use to get a good eye on the macro. .FC, BTC, XRP, SOL, BNB, and ETH. This is going to show me the macro of every chart. You see how they're ranging downwards? Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in. Same thing, but let's do it on a 3-minute time frame. On the 3-minute time frame, we're starting to recover a little bit, like there's a bounce. But if we zoom out a little bit, go on a 10-minute time frame, damn, I don't know why that shit's not loading. But on a wider time frame, you see that we're ranging down a lot more than we are bouncing. We're just bouncing a little bit, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, I would. Can I put an hour chart? For some reason, the bot just... Okay, there we go. Yeah, here you can see the 1 hour chart. Here you can see the 1 hour chart. You see how we just fucking collapsed? You see this? Like, we literally just fucking collapsed. And then the uptrend that you're seeing right now is just a tiny little bounce. Like, literally a 2% difference. This thing fucking tanked. Everything's trending downwards going into the weekend. This was the 6th. On the 6th, we were up here. On the 7th, we were down here. On the 8th, we were down here. The fuck you think's gonna happen on the 9th? The fuck you think's gonna happen on the 10th? We're in a bit of a tough spot, honestly. Slop is ripping. I'm not surprised. They crimed the shit out of that chart. Knowing them, they're probably gonna run this up to over $1 million market cap before they pull the plug. Rap, I need your help to help me set these boys up on my Discord. What do you mean by that? On your Discord? What's your Discord? Crappy says, some of like mindset things for the trenches. What do you mean? What do I mean they crimed it? Well, they bought a bunch of supply very early. This is a bunch of serial deployers. It's Cupsy, Jack Duvall, Scented, all of these guys, they're in a group chat together, and then they launch a coin. In this case, they launched a vampire attack of a different coin. They saw that a coin was running, and instead of coming up with their own narrative, they're like, oh great, we'll just do the same thing. They copy the narrative, they launch a new coin, they buy a bunch of the supply, and they hold it, and then it goes up. It goes up. Because they're buying it. They're criming it. Crime is like an idiomatic phrase that basically means that they're using kind of obfuscated means, namely volume bots, bundling, etc., to artificially run the price up. And in this case, it was literally a vampire attack. And all of these guys made the coin. They're all in the same room together. They run the coin up, and then they pull the plug at a certain time. What was the name of that Japanese meme coin? Yaranaika? Look at Yaranaika. This was one of the coins that they recently crimed. Same exact guys. Look at the chart on this. Same exact guys. You can see their fingerprints all over the chart. They ran this up to $6.5 million market cap, and then literally one candle rugged it all the way down to 100K. Over a 90% retrace. This is what criming the chart means. They run it up using artificial inflationary means. They're using volume bots, they're using bundling, and they're vampire attacking popular narratives. And then they pull the plug and they take all the money and they run. And then they do it again a couple days later. Actually, Cupsy said on his stream with Thread Guy that they do this multiple times a week. In ballpark estimate, I'd say they do it 6 to 12 launches a week. And again, this is all speculation. Everything I'm saying is just based on rumors. I'm not condemning these people. I'm not saying anything about their behavior on chain. Please don't get mad at me. But, please don't be one of those guys that will start selling a course when they blow up. Yeah, I'm never going to sell a course. We're going to make extensive educational videos, but they're all going to be free to watch. Now, I do sell classes. It's different. A class is different from a course. A course is a static piece of information that you could get for free on the internet elsewhere. A class is me sitting in the room with you, talking to you one-on-one, answering your questions in an intimate environment. I have to sell that. The reason why? Because otherwise it would be a lot of slop, right? If you want high signal, you need to have people that are taking it seriously, that have a high stake in it, and they need to be paying attention. They're not going to do that unless they have a direct financial stake. The good news is the class that I teach is literally $5. $5 for a month of unlimited live classes. $15 to include the recordings. So it's the cheapest course. TJR charges what, like a couple $100? Cupsy charges like a couple $100. Orangey charges a couple $100. Shit's fucking $5. If you don't have $5, I don't know what to tell you. You're not gonna make it, little bro. But yeah. Yeah, the original slop coin is mooning now. Zoom in a little bit. Wow. Clean upward break here. Not too bad at all. Topping out at 600K. A lot of motion on here. A lot of volume. So far, so great. Where are you from? I'm from the City of Angels, bro. How do you withdraw after making money from a meme coin, though? It's easy. There's a lot of different ways to do it. There's a lot of places where you can withdraw money from meme coins. You can do it from any centralized exchange. This includes Coinbase, Binance, Gemini, Kraken, Crypto.com. And you can also do it from many common finance apps. You can do it from PayPal. You can do it from Venmo. You can do it from Cash App. There's a lot of places you can take out crypto nowadays. It's very easy. It's easier than ever. It has mainstream mass adoption. Hero Token. Hero Token has been doing great. I like Hero Token. Antbro says, don't withdraw your profit. Buy BTC. That's real. I mean, the smartest thing you guys can do is just keep stacking. If you just keep stacking, then you're going to thank yourself later. If you take your money out now for a Big Mac, you're going to be kicking yourself. Just keep stacking. Keep your eyes on the prize. But yeah, Hero. Let's go pull it up. That coin did like a fucking 9x since we pulled it up. 25QZ5 says, how can I take out crypto without paying taxes? You can't, Lowbrow. And in fact, just because you sent that in my chat, you're already on a watch list. Good luck, Lowbrow. This is Heroverse, pushing 560,000 market cap. So far, so great. Pretty good motion here on the chart. I like Hero a lot. I used to be bearish on Hero, but now it's doing great. I like this because it's an organic grassroots runner. People really, they've responded well to this, and the dev works super hard. I like this because I haven't seen an organic grassroots TikTok runner since last year's spring. This reminds me of Bougie. Does anyone remember Bougie? Reminds me of Elcott, Livecoin. Reminds me of Project Bluebird. All of these are coins that came directly from TikTok. They're all coins that were run up by TikTok, and they're all coins that went to a multi-million-dollar market cap over a long time horizon because the devs worked really hard. Now, all of those 3 projects I just listed, with the exception of Project Bluebirds, are pretty much defunct. The devs just walked away, and now they're all dead. But this one right here is starting to look like one of those projects. Shout out to Money. That was classic too. Which one offers a quick entry without high fee? Use Axiom, bro. AXIOM.trade. Axiom is the platform that I use. Axiom.trade. It's the most effective, the best UI, the best UX, the highest market exposure, the most bells and whistles, most utility out of any meme coin trading launchpad on Solana. It's just the best. Everyone else is just imitating. In fact, I actually got a message. I got a message yesterday from the Trojan team. They make a Telegram bot, and they were like, we're launching a new terminal. Would you like to come have it? They offered me all of these incentives. They were like, you could get a 40% cash back. Every soul you put in, we'll give you 0.4 back. All you have to do is sell this product to your community. Fuck all that shit, bro. Axiom's the best, bro. It's just the best. Like, I'm not gonna show you guys some shit that fucking sucks. Some brand new bullshit UI, UX, buggy piece of shit platform just for a fucking 40% cash back. That shit is stupid, honestly. And the funniest part is, the guy told me, it was like, seriously like a scammer. Like, he was moving like a scammer. He was like, you only have 12 hours to respond if you want this special once-in-a-lifetime deal. Man, go fuck yourself, bro. 12 hours to respond, my dick and balls. I spent 12 hours with your mother last night, bro. I'm busy. But let's keep moving. Let's go. Yo, what's good, bro? Can't wait for you to crash out on someone. Oh, I just crashed out. Can I get lick maps on Axiom? Nah, not really, honestly. The one thing that Trojan has, the only thing that they have that's actually cool, they have a really cool mouse pad. They made a really cool mouse pad with like a bunch of memes on it. It's pretty much the only thing I've ever seen of theirs that's actually excited me. But yeah, let's keep pushing. Zoth X420, what the fuck is that, bro? That shit sounds ridiculous. Oh, you know what? I actually do know this coin. And it's not X420, it's X402, bro. You fucked up somewhere. This coin is awesome. It's actually a technology play, and they've created something pretty impressive, and it's a layer that you can add on top of a lot of existing utilities, and major partners have adopted this technology. They recently partnered, for example, with Axiom. They have an Axiom collab in the pipeline. This is some technology that really enhances the blockchain experience, and companies are recognizing that they built something valuable, and now they're starting to build on top of it. It's cool when there's always like a real good utility play in the market that's actually worth investing in. Benny says, I'm about to become a serial dev and launch shit daily. No bundles, just trending narrative or tech. Good luck, bro. You got your community, so they would be able to help you out with that. I'm sure you get a little bit of motion in the ocean on the chart. Just don't do that multi-wallet bundle shit, bro. That's a little bit scammy. Let's keep looking. All on bags? Interesting. That's an interesting choice. Speaking of, let's take a look at the market lighthouse. Pump fund volume is up 3% today. Bonk fund volume is down 25%. And bags volume is down 26%. Pump is the only one trending up. Everyone else is kind of flopping. Slop at a new all-time high? Yes, it is, baby girl. 630,000 market cap. What happened to the other one? What happened to the other one? What happened? I thought they were gonna moon this. Whoa, where did this candle come from? You mean to tell me that there was a massive 30% sell in the Jack Duval Cupsy token? No way! How could that happen? Let's keep looking. Yeah, brand new all-time high over here, 600,000 and climbing. This one's looking pretty good. The original, the one that didn't get vamped. Do I have an invite to Axiom? Yeah, use the code CRAP. C-R-A-P. CRAP. C-R-A-P. 4 letters. That's my Axiom code. Chukwuma says, off point. Someone said trading meme coins is fraud because it somehow offers quick money. How true? Really, bro? Something that gives you quick money is fraud? You made quick money. What are you mad about, bro? I'm confused. No, it's not like a fucking credit card scam. This is a highly competitive startup tech industry. Startup tech industries are some of the strongest financial sectors on the planet. Some of the financial sectors with the greatest growth. Crypto's not a fucking scam, bro. It's the most revolutionary financial technology of our lifetimes. It goes up fast because it's worth it. It goes up fast because it's actually worth investing in, and people recognize that. It's one of the fastest moving, most dynamic, volatile markets on the planet. You get instant market confirmation of whether or not what you made is valuable. So, yeah. Whoever said that probably just lost money because they don't know what you're doing, right? If you don't know what you're doing, then sure, it might look like a scam. The same way if you don't know how to play the violin and you pick up a violin and you play it and it sounds like shit because you don't know what you're doing, you might think that the instrument is broken. It's not broken. You're broken. You're broke. You gotta lock the fuck in and learn if you're gonna be successful, right? Crypto is a highly technical skill, and like any highly technical skill, it takes a tremendous amount of practice and a tremendous amount of study. You gotta be consistent and you gotta be intentional about how you move in this market. If you're not, you're wrecked. David says, I'm up 3x on Slopcoin. Thanks for teaching me to hold. Respect. W in the chat for David, who's up a 3x right now. Let's get a W in the chat. 3x. Zach says, so 99% it goes down. How often for profits? Yes, 99% of coins go down. But you, with a relatively small baseline level of knowledge, should be able to filter out about 90% of coins in the first place, right? Like I said, it's a highly competitive startup environment. Competitive means things die. That's how it is. It's highly competitive. But yeah, the 1% makes up for the 99%, you best believe. That just means that you have to practice risk mitigation. It just goes back to what I was saying earlier. There's no quick and easy way to do it. Anyone selling you a one-size-fits-all, anyone telling you that this is a cheat code, a shortcut, they're lying to you. There's no such thing. The only way to make it in crypto is through long, hard, sustained effort. You have to show up every day. You have to work hard every day. Keep sharpening your edge and keep learning. Wavy Luke says, bro, did you actually turn $40 into 67,000? Yes. So here's a timeline of my trading journey. I was in a job that fucking sucked. I was working really hard at my 9 to 5 and I was miserable. I had fatigue, I was tired, I was exhausted, stress on my mind, body, and soul. I needed a way out. I got my paycheck and I was like, this is not enough to survive. This is not enough to live the life that I want to live. At the time I was living with my parents. I was just going to work and I was coming home. I didn't have anything going for me. I wanted to have a house. I wanted to have a family. I wanted to have a car. All of these things. I couldn't have that because of the path that I was on, right? I was working a shitty dead-end job that wasn't going to get me anywhere. It was a 9-to-5 that I would have for the rest of my life, right? So I was desperate. I needed a way out. I was looking around and I was like, where can I find money fast? That was honestly how I started. I was like, how do I get rich quick? So a bit scammy, a bit scummy, but that was literally my motivation. So I was like, okay, where can I go? I went to 4chan. I was like, people on 4chan are pretty clever. They know some shit that other people don't. So I went to 4chan on the business board /biz. And I was like, how do I get rich quick? Well, everyone was talking about cryptocurrency. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. The guys on 4chan are talking about cryptocurrency and they know stuff that other people don't know. So let me try and get into this crypto thing. I started with $80 and I put it into Ethereum. After gas fees, I had $40. I tried to buy a token. The gas fee was $60. I couldn't even buy the token. The gas fee was higher than my portfolio. I was like, fuck, I'm never gonna make it. So then I went to the Binance Smart Chain, a brand new chain at the time. A brand new chain with very low gas fees and fast transactions. So I was like, cool, let me go and do this thing since it's way cheaper. Somebody made a coin out of a Pokemon named YNOT. And if you guys pay attention, you'll know that my name is YNOT. That's my stage name, right? So the first coin I ever saw over on Binance Smart Chain was a Pokemon named YNOT. And I was like, I like Pokemon. Let me buy this coin. I bought the coin with my last $40, and then it went down. It went to $30. I lost 25% of my portfolio. I was like, fuck! I just lost everything. This was my last chance. It was the only money I had left over from my paycheck, and I just lost 25% of this in this fucking Pokemon shitcoin. Did I give up? Did I panic? Did I sell? No. I was like, okay, let me think critically. I have talent. I'm a really good rapper. Let me make a song for this coin. So I made a song for the YNOT token, and I posted it on 4chan, the same place where I found it in the first place. People loved it. The song went crazy. Everyone was listening to it. My $30 turned into $2,500 in less than 2 weeks, and I never looked back. I quit my job that week. $30 to $2,500 in 1 week. Why? Because I worked for my bag. I saw myself losing and I didn't take no for an answer. I said, let me leverage my talents and contribute something of value to run this up. And I did it. My $30 became $2,500. Within 3 months, I made about $60,000. Within 6 months, I made my first 6 figures. And the rest is history. I never looked back. I was just like you guys when I started. I didn't know shit. I didn't have a background in finance. I never did stocks. I never did day trading. I didn't know about the economy. I just showed up because I was trying to get rich quick because my job fucking sucked. And it changed my life. It changed my life forever. And that's why I show up every single day to try and show you guys that you can do this too. With great power comes great responsibility. I was blessed. And now I have a duty to pass that blessing on to you guys. It's my motivation. So, yeah, that's the story. You asked me, did I turn 40 into 60,000? Yes. And then I turned it into 100,000. Then I turned it into a couple 100,000, and so on and so forth. I started with $40. In my life, I've never put more than $300 into crypto. In my entire life, I've never put more than $300 into crypto. It's pretty crazy, huh? I've lived off crypto for years. If you leverage your talents, if you take initiative, if you have high agency, you guys don't understand the impact you can have. There's barely anybody in crypto. There's only a couple tens of thousands of people here. One person can make a huge difference. I have more followers on TikTok than there are active traders in all of Solana right now. There are more people following my TikTok than there are active traders on chain on Solana right now. Isn't that crazy? Me, one person, has the impact to move an entire market. It's pretty impressive. I'm just a normal guy. You're just a normal guy too. You could be me. You could be me. The vampire slop is at 0. That's good. Oh my god! The coin that Jack Duval and Cupsy bought went straight to 0? Oh, who could have imagined? oh, look who's buying the bottom, Jack Duvall. And then he fucking sold. He's fucking selling the bottom. Holy shit. It couldn't get any more shameless, man. Look, all I'm saying is, when Jack Duvall came to TikTok, he had 5 times my viewers. Every day, so many people watching it. Then what happened? He rugged everybody on TikTok coin. Now he stays away from here. He avoids this place like the plague. Why? Because people can smell bullshit. They can smell extractors. They are never built to last. I'll tell you guys, I've been in the industry for 10 years. I've been in DeFi for 6-7 years. I've seen it all. I've seen champions rise and fall. I've seen people that are much bigger than many people in the landscape today that today are irrelevant, that nobody pays attention to. Why? Because they didn't do it the right way. They extracted. They were focused on short-term gains. How did I last 10 years in this industry? How have I been streaming 3 years and how are my numbers still trending up? Because I do it the right way. I'm not here to take your guys' money. I'm here to educate and onboard the next generation of investors. A lot of people say that. I actually do it. I never trade on my stream. I'm not here to sell you anything. I never tell you guys to buy anything. I say not financial advice. Do your own research like it's the law. I'm here to empower you guys to take initiative, to be dynamic, work on your own knowledge of the space, and to ultimately have long-term sustainable success. That's why I'm still going to be here in 5 years, and these guys that are extracting today are going to be gone. They're going to be gone. This is the year that everything changes. This is the year that we change the culture. This is the year when we say enough, when we say there's no more extractors, when we start uplifting the people that actually give a shit. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about other people, like Bullish Babe, for example, has a wonderful program. There's a lot of people on TikTok that have wonderful educational programs that they don't tell you to buy anything, they never sell you anything, that they're in it with your best interest at heart, that they just want to see the pie of the crypto industry grow. We understand that a rising tide lifts all ships. That if we just onboard you guys to take your money, you're never going to come back again, and crypto's going to have a terrible reputation. But if we onboard you guys, educate you guys, and empower you to achieve long-term sustainable success, we've created a new generation of well-rounded crypto citizens that can navigate the market on their own and find success. I told this story on the stream yesterday. Rico devved Chillhouse. Chillhouse is one of the most successful meme coins of this cycle. It hit $30 million market cap 4 times. Do you know how Rico started crypto? He watched my stream. 2 years ago, my stream was one of Rico's first exposures to the crypto market. He didn't know anything about crypto. He was a regular guy, just like me. He was a regular guy. He watched my stream. Now he's the dev of one of the most successful meme coins of all time. It took him less than 2 years. He hit $30 million 4 times. This is a guy that before watching my stream didn't know anything about crypto. That's why I do what I do. Because we can grow the pie. I believe that you guys are intelligent. I believe that you guys are talented. I believe that you guys have something to offer to this industry. And the more that we can show you the ropes, the more that we can invite you in with open arms and teach you how to be successful, the more that everyone will benefit. The better it gets for everyone. That's the mission. That's the mission. Jav says, I thought you said that coin is a graveyard. Are you serious, bro? I love Chillhouse. You must be talking about the wrong guy. Chillhouse is a rug. Chillhouse is a rug. Now, I'm not talking about the chart. I mean, it's literally a rug. Look, it's nice. It's well knitted. It's high quality. It looks great. Chillhouse is a rug. And it's fire. Yeah. You must have misunderstood me, bro. Yeah. Have you got any advice for spotting big coins early? Yeah, I tell people the same thing every time. There's 3 metrics that I'm looking at in new coins. First things first is volume. For example, if we take a look at this landscape, none of these coins have particularly exciting volume. This one has a kind of an outlier volume. This one has kind of an outlier volume. This one looks fine. General rule of thumb is 10,000 volume per minute at the minimum end, in my opinion. I'm looking for coins with more than 10,000 volume per minute. Next thing you're looking at, so volume tells you if a coin's worth looking at. It doesn't tell you if a coin's worth investing in. Why? Volume is a one-dimensional metric. What do I mean by that? Whether you buy or whether you sell, volume goes up. Volume always just goes up. It's one-dimensional, okay? Market cap is a two-dimensional metric. When you buy, it goes up. When you sell, it goes down, right? So volume is good to tell you if a coin's worth looking at, but it's not going to tell you if a coin is worth investing in. To see if a coin's worth investing in, you have to look at two other things. Narrative, that's what the coin is actually about, and what you're looking for is something that you think is clever, something that you think will make for a good coin, but also something that you think other people will think is clever, something that you think other people will think makes for a good coin. Usually that means that it's in the meta, which is broader narrative trends, kind of like a fashion trend. People are usually launching coins about similar stuff all the time. So if you can tap into that meta and you see a coin that falls in line with it, then that narrative might be worth investing in. Take the black whale, for example. The black whale is a direct derivative of the white whale. It doesn't do anything interesting. It doesn't do anything clever. Its literal claim to fame is just that it's the opposite of the white whale. It just went to $5 million market cap today on a crazy breakout. It's not the most clever coin in the market, but it's in the meta. It's part of that broader narrative trend. And because it is, it was worth investing in. Now the last thing you got to look at, the third thing, this is how you tell the health of a chart. You're looking at the distribution. Distribution is who holds what and how much of it do they hold. And to determine this, you look at the top holders, you look at the bubble maps, and you look at the distribution percentages. This is top 10 holder percent, this is dev holding percent, sniper holding percent, insider percent, bundler percent. All of these things give you a picture of who's holding what, where in the chart they are, and how much conviction they have. If the distribution looks good, if the narrative is strong, and it's got a lot of volume, that coin's gonna go up. You best believe. Almost every time. So yeah. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, Why Not? I really appreciate you guys. Redent says, what's the best strategy? I'm a father of 3, been trying for a year and lost a lot. So you need to start small, bro. You shouldn't have lost a lot, because clearly you don't know what you're doing. When you don't know what you're doing, your job is to focus on knowledge. Knowledge. Knowledge is infinitely more valuable than money, and you can get knowledge with very little money. If you start small, if you invest less until you win more, then you're going to recognize trends in the market. You're going to understand your personal trading psychology, and you're going to sharpen your edge. That means that you're going to have a better approach to the market. I recommend that people start with a portfolio of $100 and trade with less than $5 at a time. Why? $5 doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it encourages you to hold. Holding is essential in order to understand this market. It encourages you to study, and it mitigates your risk, right? So start small. Invest less until you win more. It's part of the problem that you're probably doing. It's not the stock market. In the stock market, you need a lot of size in order to make money. Stock market moves in really predictable trends, and you can draw lines on the chart. Trap says, Benny Euro said you've been doing this for how long and still ain't rich? No, Benny Euro's a good friend of mine, bro. He was just in the chat chilling with us. You must have the wrong guy. Me and Benny Euro go way back. And trust me, we're both very rich. But anyways, stock market moves slow, it's predictable, and you need a lot of size to make money. Crypto is highly volatile, it's very dynamic, and you don't need a lot of money. Or you don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money. You could put $5 into a coin, and if it hits a 300x, you just made fucking 1500. But you're not gonna hold to the 300x if you put too much money in. You're gonna become emotional. You're gonna sell too early. You're gonna realize losses. So start small. Start small and invest less until you win more, right? You have to study and you have to practice at the same time. And if you look down in the chat, Twitch Clipper, I'm banning you, bro. Goodbye. It's a shame, bro. I thought you were a real one. But now I'm banning you. You join that group down there in the chat. It's totally free to join. It always will be free to join. You tap in there and you're gonna find financial freedom. I mean, you might not find financial freedom, but there's over 10,000 people in there. It's totally free, and they're working 24/7, 365, trying to become better at crypto. Are you serious, Twitch Clipper? Twitch Clipper, you're not even gonna say a word? You used to show up to my stream hella times. You used to be active in my audience. Now you're coming in the chat trying to scam people, bro. That really leaves a sour taste in my mouth. You really switched up like that, bro? You a Judas, bro. That's fucked up. Honestly. Crazy. And he ain't even got anything to say about it. I'ma just have to ban him then. See you later, little bro. And by later, I mean never. Fucking dumbass. Alright. Can you guys do me a big favor? Wow, thanks for the gift. Holy shit. Shout out to that crystal ball. That's the crystal ball that I use to tell that XRP is gonna go down in price. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Here, I need y'all to do me a big favor. There's a gift in the TikTok shop called Heart Me. It's a little heart. It allows you to, quote unquote, join my fan club. It costs 1 penny. Send me a Heart Me gift. Send me a Heart Me gift. I don't need your pennies, but they go a long way to boost the algorithm. The single biggest thing that you can do to contribute to my stream is send one of these little Heart Me gifts. You see these popping up on my head? Everyone send me a Heart Me gift, please. It goes a long way to increase our presence in the algorithm. It goes a long way to increase our stream numbers. And the more Heart Me's that pop up on my head, the higher chance that we're going to reach more people. The more successful we'll be in our mission to educate and onboard the next generation of investors and empower them to achieve financial freedom. Second thing I want you guys to do. Thank you so much for the Heart Me's, by the way. I want everybody to type in the chat, what country are you watching from right now? Everybody type in the chat, what country are you watching from? Type it in the chat and look where everyone's from. It'll blow your mind. Type in the chat, what country are you watching from? And look where everyone's from. We got the United States. We got the United Kingdom. We got France. We got US, UK, Ghana, Malta, Slovenia, Estonia, Afghanistan. Holy whale moly! Yo, look at the future city. Look at the future city. That's what society would look like if nobody ever invented XRP. That is crazy, bro. That is beautiful. We got people from Andorra, from Netherlands, from Nigeria, from Ghana, Venezuela, Denmark, Atlanta, Austria, Norway, Nigeria, Miami, Netherlands, French Guyana, Toronto, Norway, Canada, Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, I know you, bro. I remember you. We got Miami, we got England, we got Moldova, South Carolina. Look at this. We got people from Europe. We got people from Asia. We got people from Africa. We got people from South America. We got people from North America. And we got people from Australia. 6 out of 7 continents are represented in the chat right now. Why did I just do this exercise? Because I want you guys to realize a lot of time when you're watching a stream, you think everyone's just like you. But here on this stream, everyone's from a different place in the world. Why? Why are so many people from all over the world watching? It's because crypto is a global industry. Crypto is a global opportunity. It's the modern day American dream, and you don't even have to leave your country to participate. Crypto is the most opportunity rich and dynamic industry on the planet. It's the fastest growing. It's the most revolutionary financial technology on the planet. And as long as you have an internet connection and you can swap one coin for another, you can make it in this industry. You can find opportunity in this industry. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter where in the world you come from. Crypto is for you. It's a new global financial system that is fast, that is low fees, and allows access for everybody. There's no borders here. If you can have an internet connection and you can swap one coin for another, you can become a millionaire. Doesn't matter if you're in Nigeria, doesn't matter if you're in Andorra, if you're in France, if you're in Germany, Norway, Venezuela, doesn't matter if you're in Atlanta or New York or Chicago, it doesn't matter if you are in Taiwan or Thailand or in China or in Japan. Anybody can make it in crypto. Anybody. That's what's so beautiful about this opportunity. That's what's so incredible about this industry, and that's why our audience is truly global. That's why we have 6 out of 7 continents represented. Pretty impressive, huh? Wait, 1 second, guys. I gotta take a piss. I gotta go take a piss. Can you guys do me a favor? Go and tap the screen while I'm taking a piss and type some messages in the chat. I don't care what you guys say. Type anything in the chat. Type whatever you want in the chat. I gotta go take a piss and tap the screen. When I come back, we're gonna keep the show on the road. I'll be right back.
What you gonna do, baby? Hey, hey.
We are so back. We are so back. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and we are locked in the trenches. Another day, another dollar, and it's a pleasure to see you guys. How's it going, everybody? Hey, we just lost most of our viewers. Can you help me run it up a little bit? I need y'all to get active in the chat. Hit some likes, drop some messages in the chat, send some gifts. Again, the heart me's go a long way. If you send some heart me's, it's gonna run up. David says, can you play Snow by Red Hot Chili Peppers? I'm not a jukebox, the fuck? I'm not here to play your guys' suggestions. This isn't DJ Crypto Rap. Now, I play whatever the fuck I want, and that's what we listen to, bro. Hey, good to see you, Antonio. Pleasure to have you. I did this bullshit before. I had a motherfucker came in my chat. He was like, can you play this song for me, please? I went and I looked for it. It took me 30 fucking minutes to play the song. When I finally played the song, it was literally the worst song I ever heard in my life. It took me 30 fucking minutes to play the song, and it sounded like some shit that would be on in an Old Navy. It was terrible. So I'm never gonna take requests from the chat again. You guys don't even know how to find good meme coins. You think I'm gonna trust your opinion on a song? Man, go fuck yourself, bro. Can I check out Tank Chi? Let's look at it. I don't see that shit, bro. What chain is it on? Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Now, I listen to the radio. I listen to NTS radio. It's nts.live. It's nuts to soup. It's a British decentralized radio broadcast service that outsources to DJs from all around the world. These are people that live and breathe music. And I'm talking quality music. I'm not talking no Billboard Hot 100 bullshit. I'm talking about they found a record in a dusty Thailand record store that nobody's heard in the past 60 years, and it has a song sung by angels on it, right? Like, this is real music. I always listen to the radio. I don't really listen to, like, music. I don't put a playlist on. Listening to the same music over and over again is slop. It's another form of slop. Just like Netflix, just like Funko Pops, just like Labubu's. It's fucking slop, bro. It's another way that they keep you in the rat race. How they keep you in the 9 to 5. It's spiritual programming. NTC radio? No. NTS. NTS. Jay Dilla? Yeah, shout out to Jay Dilla. Are they playing Jay Dilla? It's a fucking bang. You guys would really rather listen to Dua Lipa than that? Are you serious? You guys would rather listen to fucking Chappell Roan than that? Man, go fuck yourself, bro. Let's keep looking. Here's Chris. 52 startups. 120k on this. Pretty impressive growth on the chart. So far, so great. Relatively new coin. This is a Bags coin. It's so funny to me that Bags has gotten kind of a second wind recently. Like, Bags pretty much fell off. It was in obscurity. Nobody traded their coins for a long time. Now it's become the de facto third largest launchpad. Pretty much entirely because of Pump Fund's inactivity. Pump Fund literally is just lazy. And they're quiet, I guess because they're under a lot of litigation. And so they haven't shipped anything since Mayhem Mode. And Mayhem Mode was one of the worst updates that they ever unveiled. So yeah, it creates a vacuum, right? It creates an opportunity for other launchpads to come in and start playing the game. Let's keep looking around. I want to catch a new runner. This thing's relatively new. It's a cat. It's a Japanese coin, but there's a lot of bundlers in this. I don't think it looks that good, honestly. That slop coin kind of struggling in the top of its range, but it still caught itself and bounced. There's a sign of life here. At least it's not the other slop coin. Shout out to the sloppy toppies. Let's keep looking around. Now that 11 coin just rug pulled. Lockheed Martin cat. That's pretty funny. Shout out to Lockheed Martin. Shout out to Northrop Grumman. Shout out to Raytheon. Shout out to Boeing. Shout out to the military industrial complex. They know how to get a bag. Let's keep pushing. METF, meme coin ETF. We've seen this. Does anyone remember Memdex? Memdex? It was a coin last cycle, probably about a year ago now. It promised this. It promised to be like a decentralized sort of investment, almost like a hedge fund of meme coins. And people ran it up over $100 million market cap. But it was a rug the whole time. Like, it was a LARP. Like, they never delivered anything. The whole time they were like, this is what we're gonna do. And then they never did anything. It's pretty funny. You could just lie to people in crypto and make a ton of money. Let's keep looking around. Yo, 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 good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT. Greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. We're running it up. We're running it up. You're trying to find the best plays, the hottest and freshest early entries on the meme coins. There's got to be something around here somewhere. But it's been super slow. I've got my eyes up here in the top left of the pulse, and I haven't seen anything yet. Has anybody checked in on Binance Smart Chain recently? Is anything happening over there? The answer is no. They're launching a bunch of slop derivatives of Solana meme coins, and they're all garbage. Look, they got CZ with an AI generated 6-pack. Are they serious? This is the best you guys have to offer? It's pretty ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, CZ's looking kind of ripped though. Let's keep looking around. Futuduro? I've never heard of that shit. Futuduro. This coin is ass, bro. This coin is literally ass. The fuck? The chart sucks. It's bundled to Kingdom Come, and it has $7,000 in volume, bro. My DoorDash has more volume than this coin. That shit is not going anywhere, bro. Let's keep looking around. Fun coin. Man, I lost all my viewers. What a shame. You guys used to actually give a fuck. Now you guys don't give a fuck. Nobody's typing in the chat. Nobody's tapping the screen. Nobody's sending me heart me's. You guys are just sitting there like a bunch of sheep. A bunch of NPCs in my chat all of a sudden. We lost the 50 real people that were watching. Such a shame. I wish you guys would get active. I wish you guys would tap the screen and type something in the chat. Vecna. Villain Billy. Seen it right here around 15k. A little bit of volume on this. Moving up. Interesting coin. We'll see what happens here. There's 50% bundlers, so this is almost certainly a rug pull. Top 10 holders at 45%. This thing is definitely going to crash and burn. Thanks for the messages, guys, and thanks for tapping the screen. You see how we gained 10 viewers just from you guys doing that? You guys don't understand that the algorithm and how many people watch this stream actually has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. It's all about you guys. It's all about the activity, the energy you bring to the chat. It's all about the gifts. It's all about the messages. It's all about metrics that are tracked by TikTok. Jonas says, why do you guys even watch this shit? He's not even trading. Jonas, maybe you don't have a brain. Maybe you're like a baboon that just crawled out of the jungle and found a keyboard. But this stream is about your money. Believe it or not, this stream is about your money. It's not about my money. I don't know if you're some kind of like financial cuck that gets aroused when you see other grown men make money. But I'm not here to trade in front of you guys, because I'm not here to turn you into exit liquidity. I'm not here for you guys to copy my homework. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to give you honest assessments about the coins that you bring to my stream. I'm here to increase your exposure to the market. People watching my stream yesterday made thousands of dollars. This guy in the chat right now, Game Changer, he made $5,400 on a coin that we brought up on my stream. It did a 75x. when we brought it up on my stream in less than 30 minutes. I think over a dozen people made a few $100s. So yeah. You're dumb as a rock, bro. Let's keep pushing. How's this token? Is it a play? Nah, like I said, that shit was bundled. Or you mean slopper. Jonas says, I've been trading for a year. That tells me everything I need to hear, you stupid son of a bitch. I've been holding Bitcoin since 2015. I've been doing DeFi since fucking 2017, bro. You just got here a year ago and you're calling people new? Motherfucker, look in the mirror. Wake up. Just because I'm not here to scam you guys and turn you into exit liquidity on the stream doesn't mean that this information isn't valuable. Doesn't mean that we don't see tremendous opportunity on this stream. Yesterday we called 7 different 10x's. We've had 2 different 10x's on the stream today. I haven't even been live for 2 hours. We are finding incredible entries on quality coins, and the best part is I'm not rugging you guys to do it. You guys are making the trades. It's incredible. What's happening here is different from what's happening on any other stream, and that's why people are here. You don't understand it because you haven't seen this before, because everyone else is just out to take your money. I don't care about your money, bro. For me to take your money would be like robbing a homeless person. I'm good, bro. You don't have to worry about my shit, bro. You gotta lock the fuck in and figure this out for yourself, mister. I've been in the market for a year. You've been in the market for a year and you don't have a brain? Come on, bro. It's disappointing. Let's keep looking around. Swap said, I made 1 soul with 0.1 today. Hell yeah, bro. Chat, let's get a W in the chat for Swap, who did a 10x. He turned 0.1 into 1 soul. That's not bad. He did that today. Let's get a W in the chat for Swap. And then let's get an L in the chat for Jonas, because he's dumb as a rock. Everybody put an L in the chat if you think Jonas is dumb as a rock. Let's get an L in the chat for Jonas. Nice. Alright, let's keep looking. $129K. This shit is not gonna do well, honestly. You see the size of this bundle? 70K they wicked up to with a 23% in the snipers? It's pretty miserable. What goes up must come down. Let's keep pushing. Claudette. So we got a new Claude narrative. This one is a female Claude. Claude narratives have been running in the market lately. There's this whole vibe coding meta going on. Me personally, I'm pretty bearish on these coins, but some of them have performed well. None of them have been built to last though. With the exception of that Trencher Claude coin, I think is still doing okay. Opus Trencher. It's at 750K. We zoom out a little bit on this. They purport to be building something that's highly desirable in the industry, namely a bot that can automatically trade and see relative success. But the truth is, this is something that countless teams have tried to build and nobody's been able to crack the code yet. If somebody made a robot that could print free money, don't you think people would have done it already? I mean, it's happening at the macro level. It's happening with quantitative analysis that's going on in the stock market and with big institutions. But a publicly available, privately held bot that prints you free money is kind of a pipe dream right now. Can I explain what bundles are? It's a bit of a tokenomic mischief. It's a bit of a obfuscation. Basically, people buy a lot of the supply and then they use a bot to automatically redistribute that supply amongst a bunch of different wallets. So they will hold, for example, 10% of a coin, and then they will split it up into 10 different wallets. Well, now it looks like there's only 1% of the coin that they're holding, right? But the truth is they hold 10%. They just bought it all at one go and split it up into different wallets. Now there's more sophisticated ways to do this. The bots are getting better all the time. The technology is improving. Nowadays, you could literally buy on separate wallets and make a bundle, but you don't even have to redistribute the supply. So, yeah, that's what a bundle is. Usually you want to avoid them because typically the only reason you would have a bundle is to dump the chart, right? Most people bundle nowadays to try and extract. But White Whale is an example of a benevolent bundle. White Whale is a coin where the dev holds, over 30% of the supply, but they're transparent about it. They tell everyone that they hold 30% of the supply, And the stated reason why they bundled the chart is so that they could steward the chart, so that they could facilitate its rise while controlling much of the supply. And that's worked really well for them. I mean, they just cracked $100 million market cap. I don't think they would have cracked $100 million market cap if they didn't bundle that supply. It's part of the recipe for their success. So it's kind of a give and take, an ebb and flow. Again, crypto is really dynamic. Something that's bearish in one situation can be bullish in another situation. Your job is to use your own perspective on the market, to do your own research, and figure out what's going to work and what won't. Can you explain how to track these calls of coins? Yeah, for sure. Alex says, you actually have so much knowledge. It's fun to listen to new stuff. Trading for 2 years, but always learn. Thanks, Alex. You're way smarter than that Jonas guy. Look, here's the Discord, right? This is a free group, by the way, and this is how to take advantage of one of the best tools that we have in the Discord. It's a totally free tool that you guys can use, and it's pretty impressive. Look at this. There's a channel here called Trackers. Trackers. You're asking me, how do you track people? There's a channel here called Trackers. In the Trackers channel, you can type .rank. .rank is going to give you a leaderboard of all the top performing callers in the group. You see a top 10 of all these incredibly skilled meme coin callers. 8 times average, 13 times average, 10 times average, 9 times average, 12 times average, 23 times average. We've decentralized the talent. There's so many people in here that are very good at calling coins. Now, pretend you see someone that calls a good coin. For example, Adam. I can do .track at Adam, and then I will put his name in, and then the bot will automatically notify me every time he makes a call. You can see here, the bot is notifying all of these people that are tracking Crypto Diet. The bot is notifying all of these people that are tracking iPays. The bot is notifying everyone. So you could track individual callers in the group, and you can gauge their performance, and then you can use that as an edge in the market. Then you can go to the paper trading channel. This is also totally free, by the way. And you can go and paper trade Sol using bot commands. You see this guy is paper trading right now. And that gives you an opportunity to practice. You practice your trading without risking anything. So you can identify top callers. You can track top callers to get notified when they post a call. And you can paper trade to practice learning how to trade. These are all the educational tools we have to help encourage your guys' performance in the market and to increase your edge, right? That's how you track people. Does that make sense, bro? What's a good starting budget? I recommend that people start with $100 max, like that's your full portfolio. And then at any given time, you don't trade more than $5 at a time. You do $5 if you really believe in a coin. Most trades you should be doing like $3. Why? Because knowledge is infinitely more valuable than money, especially when you first get started. You're not going to get rich quick. That's not what crypto's about. If you throw big sums of money around trying to get rich, you're not going to make it. You're going to lose everything. In fact, most people that start lose everything. That's why I encourage you to start with a small amount. You should never invest more than you're willing to lose. You have to learn how to manage a portfolio and be responsible. How to have a dynamic approach to the market where you are actively studying and juggling characteristics of coins in order to be successful, right? So you start small, you invest less until you win more. Less is more in that sense. And you study and you hold for long periods of time. It's really important that you hold. Most newbies are going to come and they're going to expect this to get rich quick. They're going to try and throw $100 into a chart, $1,000 into a chart, 2 Sol here, 1 Sol here, and they're going to lose. They're going to lose every time. Why? They over-invested, and that makes them emotional. And when they're emotional, they can't take risk. And if you can't take risk, you're never going to make it in crypto. This is an industry that thrives on risk. So you have to invest less until you win more, until you develop a dynamic working knowledge of the market, until you can pay attention and juggle diverse characteristics of a coin and sharpen your edge. That means that you yourself are approaching the market and finding opportunities. Does that make sense? That's how much I'd recommend you to start, and that's the kind of mindset I recommend that you start as well. Do you short and long with leverage? So scary. Nah, I don't really do that. But there is a perps channel in the Discord, and my quant, Max Value, he's in there every single day posting leverage calls. And he makes a lot of money. He quit his job in 2017, and he's been doing leverage since then. Do you use Axiom? Yes, I do. It's right here. When did I see Slopcoin where I realized it was good? I think it was under 100,000, but I don't remember the exact market cap. Now it's at 600,000, so it was at least a 5x, but probably a little bit more than that. Sorry, how do you track? You type .track and then the person's name, and you do that in the trackers channel in the Discord. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. Looking for the hottest and freshest plays in the market. Trying to find the best coins. Swap says we saw it at 130k. Yeah, so we hit just about a 5x on it. Oh, man. What about BlackRock? What about it, bro? The fuck? It's like $1 trillion investment firm. It has nothing to do with cryptocurrency except for that they're buying all of it. The coin? I wouldn't invest in a coin called BlackRock. This coin is terrible, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? This coin is ass. Critically low market cap. Critically low volume. Super terrible narrative. And do you see this on the bottom right? Do you see this on the bottom right? This is reused image tokens. This is how many tokens have been created with this narrative. Do you see this? Do you see the number? 233 tokens. This coin has been made 233 separate times. You stupid son of a bitch. Why would you buy the 234th iteration of the same coin? They're rinsing you, bro. It's a rug pull. And they launch it every single fucking day. Are you serious? Ant says, how are the trenches doing, twin? They're doing pretty good. It's hot out there. Hot out there in the trenches. I seen broccoli in your Discord. Made a bit of it earlier at lunchtime. Nice, well done. Good to see you winning from the Discord, bro. It's free. There's no reason not to join. You have nothing to lose. Is any coin dropping today? I've got news for you, brother. There's thousands of coins dropping today. The crypto market doesn't sleep. They launch every single goddamn day. Look at the lighthouse metrics here. There's been 44,000 new coins. 44,000 new coins today. Of those, 235 have migrated. The odds are terrible. That's a 0.05% chance of migration. But yeah, you're asking me if any coins are dropping today? Motherfucker, 44,000 are. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. And we're locked in the trenches right now. Debris says, my biggest problem is not taking profits fast enough. For sure, bro. Try to secure those initials. Keep in mind, every time you secure your initial when you're at profit, you're getting a free ride. Everything that you leave in the coin is literally free. So if you could just scrape out your initial when you make a trade, the rest is free. There's no reason not to sit on it. You could just go through the market, buying a coin, scraping off that initial, move on to the next one. Don't even worry about that one. Leave those coins in there. They're free. You just do that over and over and over and over again, you'll be surprised. Suddenly that coin you bought 30 coins ago yesterday ended up mooning. You did 100x. And that little bit of extra something that you left in the chart is now worth more than your entire portfolio. You do that, it's so risk off. You're pulling your initials, you're pulling your initials, you're pulling your initials. It's free money coming out in the form of these tokens. Now obviously it's easier said than done. You're gonna get burned a lot of times. But yeah. Ty says, then after a year you burn all the zero tokens. Yes, you can use Soul Incinerator to get your deposit back on the rent that you pay on chain and literally receive Soul back for tokens that you traded, whether you hold them or not. So you think it's better to be a holder or just scalp? Everyone has a different opinion. Everyone has a different strategy. There's a million ways to get rich in the market, and none of them are the same. Some people make very rich. They get a lot of money from scalping. Some people, they get very poor from scalping. Some people get very rich from holding coins long term. Other people get very poor by holding coins long term. You have to really experiment. Experimentation is key. Try new strategies. See what works and see what doesn't. Study, reiterate, re-innovate, and ship. That's the only way to do it. There's no one size fits all. It's kind of a silly question that you posed. There's no right answer there. Sean says, bro, answer and shut up. Sean, shut your bitch ass up, bro. I swear to God. You should have heard your mother last night, bro. She loved what I was saying to her. I was whispering in her ear. I was licking on her neck. I was kissing on her. You know what, bro? You better treat me with some respect. I'm your fucking father, bro. The fuck out of my chat. Let's keep looking. She loved when I yap, bro. Let's keep moving. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. She says I'm very smart. Let's keep looking. Greenland, 215,000 market cap. A lot of motion on here. Decent volume. It's an alright looking chart. I wouldn't bid at the top here. I feel like it's going to start trending downwards. But we're going to keep locking and loading. Yeah, I got that yerba mate. How do I feel about MetaMask's IPO? Too little, too late. MetaMask is one of the worst wallets in the entire landscape of crypto. They had like a 5-year head start on every other wallet, and they didn't start shipping new features until this year. And they only did it because they're trying to grift and scam you guys and launch an IPO that they're just going to dump on your head. MetaMask is fucking terrible, bro. MetaMask is terrible. The product sucks. The IPO is going to suck. Nobody's going to use the token. Nobody's going to use the wallet. The time to do that was literally 7 years ago. And I don't know why they didn't. Kraken has an IPO too? Man, everybody's grifting this year, I guess. I bet you don't like Aura. Do you like Aura coin? It's alright. I don't dislike it. In fact, it's actually doing really well today. I feel kind of bad. Yesterday a guy asked me about it and I kind of fudded it a little bit and he told me that he sold and then now it's up like a lot more. I think it's doing fine. Like it's ranging upwards. You can see the bottom's getting higher. I don't particularly like the narrative. I kind of don't understand why this would be popular. To me, it just feels like a money wash. Maybe I'm missing something. But the coin's doing great. The chart looks fine. Like, I can't complain about this price action. Obviously, everyone in this coin is in profit right now. They just hit a new all-time high. So far, so great. Bro, when a lot of people are leaving the coin, should I keep or hold? What, bro? Please let me know. If you're standing in a building and everybody's running out of the building and screaming fire, do you stand in the building and watch them? Or do you join them in running out of the building? I don't know, bro. Let's keep looking around. Sabe says, I was in at 4K on Slopcoin and I sold at 10K. I don't even know what to say, bro. I'm so disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed in you, bro. What the fuck are you saying? You sold at 10K. You really expected to make profit at 10,000 market cap? You need to find God, bro. You need to find God. I thought David was the dumbest motherfucker in this chat. He sold mush at 30K market cap. But you somehow passed him. What the fuck did you expect to gain at 10,000 market cap? You wanted a cheeseburger? You needed to get lunch from McDonald's? A Big Mac? Are you serious? You sold at $10,000 market cap? My fucking DoorDash has more than $10,000 market cap. Bro, you are dumb as a goddamn rock. You need to start holding, bro. You need to learn today. Nobody ever made money in crypto from selling. Everybody that ever made money in crypto did it by holding. A 2x? A 2x on a goddamn cheeseburger is not a 2x, bro. That shit is just an extra meal. Man, go fuck yourself with your 2x, bro. A 10K market cap? My goodness gracious, bro. You gotta learn today. I better never see your bitch ass in my chat again, bro. You're a pussy, bro. Paper hand. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. 10,000 market cap. You should be ashamed, bro. Greatest financial revolution in our lifetime. Greatest transfer of wealth in human history. And this son of a bitch is selling for 10,000. Not sure if I'm serious or kidding. I'm dead serious, bro. The fuck? What would I be kidding about? 10,000 market cap is pathetic, bro. You could get 10,000 market cap by wiping your ass with a dollar bill, bro. 10,000 market cap is fucking nonsense, bro. The goddamn default liquidity on Pump Fund is 5,000. At 10,000 market cap, you ain't even doubled your liquidity, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, why'd you even trade it in the first place? You might as well just set that one out. My goodness gracious. Another day says Zcash got problems. Looks sketchy now. Yeah, I started the stream by talking about this. Zcash rug pull. Zcash actually rug pulled. It's pretty funny. The dev team of Zcash today all exited. They all left the project. The project no longer has a dev team. And if you look at the chart, it has collapsed double digits percentage in a single day. Look at that downswing. Yeah, it's starting to bounce a little bit just because people are looking for opportunity, but they rug pulled. They took the money and ran. Let me break it down for you. Zcash was one of the top coins of the cycle, right? Look at this chart. For 9 years, literally for 9 years, Zcash has lied dormant. 9 years, the dev team has been totally okay, totally fine, no worries, no problem. In spring of last year, keep in mind, all of this is speculation. This is stuff that nobody else is going to tell you, and I could get in a lot of trouble for saying this. This is all speculation. What I'm saying is just rumors, okay? In the spring of last year, a bunch of people got together in a room. Who were these people? They were VCs, they were angel investors, they were institutions, people with a lot of money. They sat down and they had a war room, and they drew lines and they moved pegs all over the market, and they tried to identify what was the best coin that they could put their efforts together and run it up. They landed on Zcash. They chose Zcash. I don't know why. Maybe because it was a very low market cap. Maybe because it was dormant for so long. Maybe because the supply was pretty evenly distributed. For whatever reason, they chose Zcash. This was an arbitrary choice. Had nothing to do with the technology. Had nothing to do with the narrative. None of that stuff. All of that came after. These people sat down in a room and they chose Zcash. And they told themselves, we will all buy a lot of this coin. We will all buy a lot of this coin. And we will all tell everyone else to buy after us. It's the same thing that happens with meme coins, with multi-wallet bundles and rug pulls. They sat down in that room and they said, we're going to hire a bunch of people to talk about Zcash. We're going to get some of the biggest names in the industry to endorse Zcash. And we're going to pay them big bucks. This started in the early summer of last year. You can see a tangible moment. It was in August, early August of last year. Everyone started talking about Zcash. Suddenly, Zcash went from $30. They had set a target when they had that meeting. They said, we want it to go to $300. They set that target and then they let it run. They told everyone to buy, and they themselves bought and washed a lot of money through the chart. Zcash went from $30 to $700. It moved. It passed their expectations. The whole time, all of the people that were involved were very vocal about how Zcash is the next big thing. Now you're telling me, coincidentally, and I don't believe in coincidence, coincidentally, after this coin has seen the best price action that it's seen in 7 years, the entire team suddenly retires on the same day. This coin that they told everyone to buy, this coin that they told everyone is the next big thing, that they said was the dominant coin of the privacy meta that they established, the narrative that they created, everyone in the same day walks away when it's at a record high price. When every other coin's going up, when it's alt season, when every other major altcoin is trending up, Zcash team walks away and the chart dumps 20% in one day. I don't think we've seen the end of the dump. This was just the first day. This happened a few hours ago. I think it's going to trend to zero now, same as it was before. They literally pump and dump this coin. Now, who's they? Take a look around the market and see who was the most vocal supporters of Zcash. Keep in mind, this is a 9-year-old coin. Let's pick out of a hat, and again, I could get in a lot of trouble for saying this. I'm gonna ruffle a lot of feathers and people are gonna be mad, but I gotta be honest with you guys. Mert, one of the biggest names on Solana. His fame comes from endorsing Solana. He built Helios. Helios is one of the biggest dev kits and RPC organizers on Solana. Suddenly, out of nowhere, despite the fact that Zcash has existed for 9 years, first time in his life, he starts mentioning Zcash quite often in the early summer of last year. Suddenly, every tweet he makes that used to be all about Solana is now all about Zcash. What can we infer from this? He was either in that room when it first got started, and he was one of the investors that bid this coin, and believe you me, he made a lot of fucking money from Zcash. And he'd been bull posting it the whole time. He didn't say a damn word about Solana. He was a Solana king. And he suddenly didn't say anything about Solana. It was Zcash, 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 Zcash every single fucking day. Now the whole goddamn team walked away from the project. Was that something they expected? Was that part of the plan for this next big token? Doesn't make any fucking sense, honestly. Except for if you think you follow the paper trail and you think that he made a lot of money on this, right? Now Mert is pissed. He's on the timeline right now trying to defend this. He's coping. He's saying, "Oh my god, this was because of governance issues. They didn't have the right ability to build the platform. Now they transitioned to a new project." You best fucking believe that he bought that new project. You best fucking believe that as they run up that coin, he's gonna make a big fucking bag. You best fucking believe that the same motherfuckers that ran up Zcash the first time are about to run it back for round 2. It's extraction at its very core. It's the same shit that Cupsy does, same shit that Jack Duvall does, but they do it with billions instead of millions. It's fucked up. And I'm the only one real enough to tell you this. Again, it's all speculation. It's all rumors. None of this is confirmed. I'm just making this up. But if you follow the puzzle pieces, I don't believe in coincidence. And it's a damn shame. I like Mert. I think he's awesome. He's done so much for Solana. But why the fuck did he forsake his chain to go and shill what was ultimately a pump and dump rug pull? Was it privacy coin meta? Privacy coins have existed for 9 years. Why hasn't he said anything about it until now? Was it because of Zcash? Zcash has existed for 9 years. Why didn't he say anything about it until now? It doesn't make any fucking sense. It really doesn't. And it's a damn shame. Happy 11/11, everyone. But yeah. What are angel investors? It's a category of people with a lot of money that you go and you ask for money. They give you money in exchange for supply, and then they pump your shit up. Mert is an angel investor. Toli, founder of Solana, he's an angel investor. They invest, it's like any investor, it's like a VC, right? They're looking for startups, and they're putting money in the startups in exchange for equity, trying to run them up, right? What's my conclusion? I don't have a conclusion. Everything I said is rumors and speculations. If I made a real conclusion, I would be in a lot of trouble. Instead, I'm just telling you guys a story. I'm not saying the story is true. It's just a possible narrative of what might have, could have happened. Small percentage chance. But you guys make your own inferences. Do your own research. It's a shame because I really like Mert. Obviously, I really like Solana. If they heard me saying what I just said, I would be blacklisted. Solana wouldn't want to work with me. Like the foundation would cut me. Like they would not be happy to hear what I just said. But I gotta keep it real. How does the whole fucking dev team walk away in one day? It's just ridiculous. User 252578 says, "Will my girl come back if I buy crypto?" You know, in crypto we have a concept called wife-changing money. Wife-changing money. You're worried about the wrong thing, little bro. Brody just ignoring my... Bro, I don't give a fuck about you, bro. You don't even follow me. The first thing you did was come into the chat and say I was tweaking. Shut your bitch ass up, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about your shitcoin, bro. Dead ass. Let's keep moving. This motherfucker was talking all kinds of shit, and now you want me to shill your shitcoin, bro. You serious? What a switch up. Any opinion on Heroverse? I like Heroverse. It's been doing really well. It's ranging upwards quite convincingly. It hit 600,000 market cap. It's a homegrown, organic TikTok gem. This thing is totally from TikTok. The dev is live every single day for hours a day. And this thing has been ranging upwards pretty convincingly lately. You can see that his hard work is paying off. And that's what I like about this. Because these organic TikTok coins used to exist. We saw it in Bougie. We saw it in Live Token. We saw it in Project Bluebirds. All of these coins went to multiple $1 million market cap because the devs worked really hard. They showed up every day, they streamed every day, and TikTok, organically, grassroots, little by little, all got in and all held with conviction. Everyone was able to eat because of these plays. I think the same thing is happening here. I haven't seen a chart like this in a long time. And I'll admit, I was bearish on Heroverse for a long time. We've seen this on my stream since as low as fucking 20k market cap. Solana backed by a bunch of venture capital? Yes. Yes. I mean, it's all about the money at the end of the day. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Shout out to Jack Duval. Let's keep looking. Let's take a look around the market. Man, I'm lucky that nobody actually watches my stream, because if people actually watch my stream, I'd have a lot of enemies. Maybe I gotta chill out, honestly. I'm not here to talk shit about anyone. The truth is, I have more in common with these people than I have apart. I'm not here to put anyone down. I'm not here to call anyone out. I'm not here for any of that. I'm not here to spread rumors. I'm not here to start fires. I'm only here to do what I always have done. To keep it real, to educate and onboard the next generation of investors, and make sure that you guys have the toolkits to navigate this market. I don't want to see you guys get burned. I don't want to see you guys get burned by people that are organized against you. And that's what's happening in the market every single day. It's happening on a smaller level here in Pump Fun and on Solana, and it's happening at a larger level on some of the altcoins and some of the majors. It's the same reason why I'm so bearish on XRP. XRP to me is vaporware. It's not real technology. It's nonsense. It's an obsolete blockchain cooked up 10 years ago that nobody actually uses, but everybody talks about all the time. But it's all talk, right? That's how I feel, honest to God, about the coin. Now, it's still successful, don't get me wrong. Just because there's no actual value to it doesn't mean that the price doesn't go up. But I encourage you guys to look beyond. I encourage you guys to find other opportunities, things that don't suck, you know? Wish I bought Chuma. You pulled it up at 7,000 market cap. Yeah, I pulled it up at 7,000 market cap. Now it's at 78k. This is now the third 10x from this stream. This is the third 10x from this stream. Pretty good. Thoughts on Purple Wojak? Let's pull it up. Purple Wojak. 1.3 million. Now, I'm bearish on this coin at face value. I don't like the narrative. I don't think it's clever, and I don't think it has a place in the current market. But it's still up there. It's still moving. Still got a sign of life. I don't think it's built to last. I really think that this is trending to zero. I personally wouldn't be holding this, and I certainly wouldn't buy right here. But it's proven me wrong up through this point. So let's keep looking. My I hold went up 3.4,000% in December 28. I turned $60 into $2,500. Nice. Well done. It took all that holding, didn't it? You gotta hold with conviction. Like I said earlier, nobody's ever gonna make any money by selling. Everybody that ever made money did it by holding. Another Purple Wojak dropped today, and it's a scam. Oh yeah, fuck that one, bro. Why would you try to vampire attack a coin that's literally not even good? So I have a meeting pretty soon. I'm gonna have to end the stream. I have a meeting at 11:30. I'm meeting with some San Francisco tech guys, actually about entropy. So we'll see how that goes. I think I'm gonna actually end the stream right now so I can get ready for that meeting and take a little bit of break. So thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. Make sure you hit that follow button if you don't follow me. Make sure you join the group if you don't join me. Last thing, if you guys could help me out. Send me an heart me. Send me a heart me gift. It costs 1 penny. It's a little heart that pops up over my head. Please, right now, you see this gift? Send me a heart me gift. It costs 1 penny. It's the biggest and best thing that you can do to help this stream. It costs a penny, but it goes a long way for my presence in the algorithm. So if you guys like the stream, if you like the program, if you enjoy this live, then please send me that heart me gift like everyone's doing right now. Thank you guys so much, by the way, because it really goes a long way. Michael Jackson sent me a heart me? Yo! Shimona! Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been an absolute pleasure. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. Thank you for the heart me's. Thank you for the good times. You guys are the best audience in crypto. Hit that follow if you don't follow me already, and then join that group if you don't join me already. We've got a live trading demo going on tonight. A live trading demo in 8 hours. In 8 hours, we're doing a live trading demo for people with the Class Pass or the Alpha Pass. Go tap in. It's right down there in the chat. The Class Pass is $5 a month. It just includes access to the live demos. And then the Alpha Pass is $15 a month. It includes a private alpha chat, a private voice chat, a private alpha resources channel that includes recordings from the classes, and it gives you more benefits in giveaways. You earn more in giveaways, and it's pretty sick. Yeah, so Alpha Pass or Class Pass, I'm not gonna lie, you get more bang for your buck on the Alpha Pass. I'll see you guys in there. Discord.gg/YNOT. Take care. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. And I'll see y'all tonight for the class. Peace out, everyone.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep going under my seat to get it. And niggas in the crew say I'm the bullshit in the side. Guess that's the reason why y'all niggas think cashless. It's a shame they gotta watch.
All right, time to get ready for my meeting.
Niggas don't
Take
know
care,
jack
everyone.
about
Peace out.
cash flow. I'm sick of niggas.